I'm not going to bundle these up today. I think I'll wait. Problem is they don't have a washer. Pour you some in there. Well, as you can see, there's been a few changes around here. Not particularly here at the house, but the channel. That's right. We don't do as much fishing as we used to, although we do still fish, and you're still going to get some of that content. We do more here around the property than anywhere else. And I've noticed that over on my TikTok account, when I put stuff up about stuff that we're doing around here, it seems to get a lot of views. A lot of people like it. It gets a lot of comments, a lot of interaction. I want to tell you there's going to be some changes, but it's all for the better. That's right. Oh, by the way, have you ever seen an orange cucumber? Right there. It's not really an orange cucumber. Well, I mean, it is an orange cucumber, but that just means the plants are dying. And we're going to get into that, and I'll tell you why that happened. I figured today is as good a day to start doing something different on this channel as any. I got a lot of cleanup around here I need to do. I've been working on the ceiling inside our house. Got a lot of stuff I need to clean up. Plus, there's some cleanup in the garden needs to happen. And I'll show you a little hack on how to get rid of I'll show you a little hack on how to get rid of fruit flies. Easy for you to say. Well, the first thing we got to do this morning is haul the trash off. So, I'll take you to do that. There's one thing I'm going to do for sure before I take off, and I don't know if you're anything like me, but mosquitoes love me, and our mosquitoes have been terrible this year. In fact, just sitting out here filming earlier, I got 10 or 11 bites on my legs, and they are tearing me up. So, first thing I'm going to do is go put me some long pants on. It's supposed to be hot today, so that's one reason I'm getting out here this early and trying to get this stuff done, is because we're under a heat advisory today, and I really do not want to be out here trying to get this stuff done with a heat index at 106. Just don't want to. I'm at that age where I don't have to anymore. I can get it done early. Plus, I ain't letting anything get in the way of my afternoon nap. No, sir. I know some of you are going to laugh at me for my Crocs. That's all right. I can take it. I'm a big boy. I can take it. I'm okay with Crocs. Crocs keep your feet cool. Besides all that, they're not really Crocs. They're Dollar General Crocs. Because I can't afford real Crocs. Hey, good old Louie. He's a good friend of mine for many years. He's already retired from his job, but in 30 years there, I don't know, maybe almost 30 years at his job, and he already took early retirement from there, and now he works for the county at the trash dump, and he's sits in there and talks to folks all day and pushes a button, make sure everything's on the up and up, cleaned up. Good life. Good life for a good person. Got to run into town, grab a few things, and then we'll get back to the house. Got a couple projects we got to take care of before the heat gets too unbearable. So there's one other thing I need to stop and get while I'm in town, because I built my wife a door that she wanted for the loft, and I got the hinges, got everything I needed, didn't get a handle. Wasn't very smart of me. So we're gonna go in and find her a handle to match the hinges. The hinges are like a flat black, so we'll go see if we can find her a handle in one of my favorite places to go. But seems I spend a lot of money in this place. Here's what it looks like. Yep, it's Lowe's. I think I see them. Something simple. My wife doesn't like extravagant, so we'll just find something simple, like maybe this. I think I found what I wanted. I think we'll do that one, because I don't have to worry about it being level or straight up and down. Just got one bolt. Problem is they don't have a washer with this bolt, and I would really like to have a washer with that. Well, I don't think we'll be buying any washers in there. I said I wanted a washer for that handle, for the backside of that handle, because it's going through a wood door. Because I think a washer would be handy to keep that from pulling through. Don't look like I'll be getting any washers in there. You can't buy a single washer. You have to buy packs of washers. And the one pack I seen that I actually needed in there that had what I needed in it was $7.49. You know what? I think I can find a washer at the house. It won't cost me a thing that I've already got. So we're going to do that. Washers are, that was, of course, everything's like that. Everything's high, everything's expensive. And I used to laugh at my father-in-law for how frugal he is. If he needs to fix something around his house and he doesn't have parts for it, he will find something in his barn to fix whatever it is, whether it's the car, whether it's the porch, whether it's something on the house, whether it's his lawnmower. He's going to find something laying around to patch up what he needs. But now I'm not laughing at him so much, because now I'm getting that way. Looking at that pack of washers for $7.48. No, I can find a way. If I have to drill a hole through a penny to use it as a washer, I'll do that. In fact, that's kind of a cool idea. Anyway, we're headed back to the house. Got some cleaning up to do. I'm afraid that the heat has caught us. It's 9:30 in the morning, and the heat is already here, and it's going to be plumb miserable doing what I need to do. Cleaning up the garden, cleaning up the mess I made. I'm afraid the heat's already got us. It's too late. Oh well. Well, I figure now's a good time as any to show you this little hack for getting fruit flies in your kitchen. Now, I won't get rid of all of them. Excuse me. This is Willie. I'm sure you'll see him plenty on the channel. He's a hoot. It's very aggravating. Anyway, now's as good a time as any to show you this hack. That way you can get rid of fruit flies. I cannot say that word. It's a hack for getting rid of fruit flies out of your kitchen. Now, it won't get all of them, but it'll get a lot of them. We'll start with a cup like this, some Dawn soap, some apple cider vinegar, and some plastic wrap. I'll grab the plastic wrap here in just a second. I'll take the lid off of this. Pour you some in there. Oh, that stinks. Put you some Dawn soap in there, not a bunch. Take you something. Stir it up real good. Try not to splash it out of there. Then you want to get you some plastic wrap like this. You know, this stuff that I hate. And then wrap it down tight over that. Like that. Take a toothpick. Poke you some holes in it. And then set it on your kitchen counter. And you'll catch all those fruit flies. The first thing we're going to try to do today is clean some of this corn up. We're going to get it all cut down, and there's something kind of neat I'm going to do with it. I'm going to bundle it up into these bundles. That way my wife can make some fall decorations with it. It's a brilliant idea. But in the meantime, I will tell you, I planted over 200 plants of corn, and I put it on TikTok of what happened here a while back. It was devastating, to say the least. This is that clip. Well, I'll show you something disappointing. All these corn stalks taken down. The corn ripped off of them and eaten. All this corn pulled off the stalk and eaten. There's even some over there. There's some right here. Stalks tore down. Stalks tore down. So yeah, we got 6 or 8 ears of corn out of all the plants because of the raccoons. And I had people on TikTok telling me it was coyotes. I don't think coyotes. We've had coyotes here before, but not any really close. Plus we got dogs, so they usually tend to stay away when there's dogs around. But the coons don't care. You could put a big bright light up over the whole garden and the coons wouldn't care. In fact, a few years ago, I asked a pest control guy, I said, how do you keep coons out of your corn? And he said, if you tell me, we'll both be millionaires. So there's that. And that comes from a legitimate pest control guy. So anyway, the first thing I'm going to do today is clean some of this up, get it bundled up for my wife, and then we'll move on to another project. I'm not going to bundle these up today. I think I'll wait and let them get some sun and a little more weathering. Some of them kind of green still, so we're going to let them dry out, and then we'll make some bundles for my sweet wife for some decorations. We planted some zinnias and some sunflowers around the garden at the beginning of the season just for extra pollinators, and We've had some storms and rain come through, a lot of rain, probably why it's so humid. And the flowers have just fallen over. The head on that one's so heavy it can't hardly hold its head up. Bunch of zinnias here. My God, it looks like they've just been trampled down. But the grandkids like them. They like to come over and pick them, pick a bouquet, put it in a vase. There's a bunch of them right there. And my wife, about once a week, she'll get out here and pick some and put them in the house in a vase. Need to get out here and pick my peppers. My banana peppers are going crazy. I just ain't had time. I've kept the blight off my tomatoes all year long, and I've neglected them the past couple of weeks because it's been so dang hot. And now they're starting to get blight. The tomatoes are looking rough. Look at all those cherry tomatoes. That's crazy. Got some zinnias over there. And got bell peppers here. Oh, look at that little bell pepper. Look how pretty he is. He's such a baby. Tell you what though, peppers, these banana peppers and bell peppers will bloom all the way up to November until the first good heavy frost. They're an awesome thing to plant, and we like using them, especially on chicken fajitas. There's some black-eyed Susans. Anyway, I found a surprise around on the other side of the house, and I want to show you. We have a little hangout area back here with some string lights and stuff, and I just seen this. So apparently, in the storm the other night, this big limb fell, and it's just hanging here. It's kind of precarious. Kind of nervous to walk underneath it. Anyway, if you look at it from this side, look at that. All the way to the ground. Broke up there. I'm going to have to get out here and cut this and get it fixed. There, now that's not zoomed in. Maybe you can see it a little bit better. Look at that. Crazy. And I didn't even see it. And that storm was like 2 days ago. I didn't see it, hear it, or nothing. Anyway, that's going to tell you about our little hangout spot we created this spring. This all used to be just briars and stuff here in the back corner of the property. And we fixed it up. The grandkids like to come out here and play. Got their swing set over here. There's the edge of the property line, neighbor's property. You like my sign? If you go on my TikTok page, that's on my showcase. We also got this one. Pretty cool. Got us a fire ring. Got us some chairs. Of course, we've had a lot of rain, so it needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Got us one of these big swings. We've got it stuck up there in between two tulip trees. Kids like to swing on that. It's also dirty. It needs to be cleaned up. Here's another sign. And my string lights fell. I gotta string them back up. So plenty of content to be made. Plenty of stuff to do. And I'll just film it and post it, whether you like it or not. Because that's what we're going to do on this channel from now on. Here you go, for reference. I'll show you how big this limb is. It's pretty big. That's a tulip tree, so it's got giant leaves on it. And it's a really soft wood. That's the first one I've seen in the 4 years that we've been here that's fell just during a windstorm or a thunderstorm. Well, I got the work area cleaned up, and as you can see, I'm sweating. It's so humid. Temperature is only like 80, but the humidity is so thick. Oh my goodness. I was going to tell you about the cucumbers. You can see there's still a few on there. Right there. Right there. Put this trellis up at the beginning of the year. And by the time it got all the way to the top of that trellis, let me try to fix this. By the time it got to the top of that trellis, I was picking 5 to 6 a day. It was insane how many cucumbers there were on that. I got my thumb right in the way of the camera. But anyway, by the time it got to the top, it was going crazy. And then all of a sudden I started seeing these black bugs. If I find a picture of it, I'll put it on the screen for you to see. Started seeing these black bugs, and they got a hold of my cucumbers and absolutely destroyed them completely. So I need to take that down and clean that up, but that's a video for another day. But these little black bugs, I'm not sure what they're called, but they absolutely destroyed them. And what's crazy is most of the time, about the time where these get fully matured and start producing, I'll scatter some 7 dust on all my plants, and I didn't this year, and now I'm paying for it. Now we don't have any cucumbers. Otherwise, that would have still been putting out cucumbers until the frost hit, probably in middle October. But yeah, so that's where we are with those cucumbers. And I'll get out here one day, tear that up, take it down, get it ready for next year. May put it in a different spot next year because see that tulip tree there right next to it, so it was blocking sunlight for about half the day, and if I'm not mistaken, cucumbers like sunlight. Anyway, between the coons and the bugs, everything except our tomatoes and our peppers haven't been too successful this year. But Lord willing, we're still here. We'll try again next year. Hope you enjoyed this first episode of Who's Your Back Homestead. If you enjoyed this, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons, and we'll see you on the next one. See y'all later.